Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
How you doing? This is Don, 𝗙𝘂𝙀𝙀, and I am playing the GunMuse. All right, guys, we've got an update here, and it's a fairly important one on a couple different fronts. 𝗙𝘂𝙀𝙀 is now almost, I think, a few weeks shy of being 1 year old. And during our 50% event, it's an actual 50% event. We actually have in the Pirates Party, you know I should be wearing my eye patch today, right? In the Pirates Party, we have over here 1 to 34s, one-time shots. Let's see if there's any special circumstances here. No, it's 5 days, just like it was. It just doesn't say 1 to 35. It does say 35 on the icon, but it doesn't say it in here. All right. For those of you using this, it's powerful. All right. Make sure you get your building gear on. Make sure you use all your buffs. Buy the temporary wonder. Do all that stuff. Go get your little 𝗙𝘂𝗪𝙣𝙈 guy on the line group to feed you a bunch of RSS before you start. And then go to town. Do not upgrade your castle to 35 until you're done using this buff till its maximum potential. All right? All your troop buildings are 34. Everything in your castle to 34 is tents first. Your military tents for your troop trainers, get them up to 34s. They get kind of expensive past the 30s. But every 0.5%, you know, times 10 tents is 2.5% per batch, and it's a bigger batch, and it really adds up. And over time, I mean, it really does. I mean, I go from like a 17-day 20,000 kick up to 11 days now, just because my tents and my gear and all those little half points add up. Sorry about the thing. Or last week we did the live. You know, my voice is still not recovered from that. Okay, I've got some cuttings that's going to come out of there. If you didn't watch the live, I did take a hit from a maxed stat castle. Everybody goaded me all week. Yeah, drop your bubble. You know, but that wasn't the purpose of a test realm. The purpose of a test realm is to test. Once the complete and utter strategy employed by Kingdom 1 blew up in the strategist's face, because it went unchallenged. And I said on day 2, I said, oh, 𝗎𝘂𝙀 gonna die. And we all died within 15, 20 minutes. Kingdom 2 did a great job. But we've got more important things in these updates. And the most important one I see here, troop skills. I've already spent money on it. Just so you know. I put a little dab across the board on my level 1s on my distance. Okay. The two stats that you can really see, and I don't even know if you can see them on the test report. I forgot to do one a prior to buy and a prior after buy, but I'm going to be buying more, so I'll figure it out. Because I'm going to do my infantry next. I'm going to do a little smattering across my infantry. And so I want you to pay attention to what's going on in here. This is all, they're literally selling you what I trained you about in my video, Math and Other Fucking Problems. All right. They said, oh, hell, if he's going to teach everybody how it works, we're going to sell it to them. And we preloaded the Math and Other Fucking Problems video before we released the firewall video, hopefully so you'll understand how a T3 equals a T9. You know, it's a very, very boring video, but you need to watch the whole hour to understand. I think I make a couple verbal errors, you know, brain not connected with the mouth type situation, which is often the case. I don't know why you guys listen to me. Should have quit a long time ago. But my throat's killing me. Got to keep throwing the cold water on it. I wish I could just throw an ice pack down there and just gag on it like a coxicle. But The okay, so these are on base stats, and there's some good ones in here too. So let's go look at infantry. I'm going to go up here. Now, on infantry, when we start running multiple tiers, you notice we got 4 tiers we can upgrade here. So starting at C30 to C45, we can start upgrading these tiers. Oh my gosh. And so we can start upgrading these tiers. So we're going to go look at decreases distance troops advantage against royal duelists. You can already, with war books, reduce incoming damage to this tier. Okay. And so distance has an advantage over it. So if you're a C35, you're putting your war books on your T11s anyway, and then you stack this one stat here, all those distance marches have lost their little bit of their advantage until the distance guys spend. So this is what I would focus on right now if I was a C31 to C35. I'm sorry, a C35. Somebody with T11, C35 to C39. Okay. And then when we get back, you know, all these are very similar. My gosh. All right. All these are very similar in the reductions. But I want you to think of these in stacking with war books. You know, you can start making a tier of troop more powerful on attack or more powerful on defense based on the combination of war books. Well, on a 3-part combination here. You got your war books, your troop skills now, and don't forget in your research bin, guys, you know, you down in your combat 2, you got some specialized damage reductions that, you know, you got to spend some money on down here. All the way back. Wait a minute, that's not it. Not combat 2. War machine. Down here at the end, you got all these specialized damage reductions. Okay, damage is more important, but this is 2 separate things. You get these scripts by participating in UAC on the weekend. So it's a no-loss event. It's free. You get these things, and I did UAC this weekend. How many is it? So I got 336 of them. I think I made about 160 during UAC. I think that's what it come out to. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere around there. 150, 160 of them. There's a couple other places to get them. Participating in night sieges. Our kingdom is slow. Our alliance is slow. And so we just opened up the ability for anybody to start an event whenever some other people are on. We don't care when it happens. Those of us who don't need UW gates do not need to be controlling UW gates. That's just basically what has been happening, and I put an end to that. It's for the smaller castles who've got to do it. They should be the ones running it. They know how it goes. You only need 2 or 3 people to join in there. Don't pick something bigger than what you can kill. Ugh. Man, if I didn't cut all these yawns out of here, I apologize. But the troop skills is something to be looking at. This is the thing we need to be discussing, because it's on the base stat side. These are very powerful. 0.1 here, 0.2 there makes big differences on the other end of the equation. All right? So don't worry about what a max stat castle is going to do. You're not going to see this stuff. It's not going to show up on a report. All right? This is base math. This is actually adjusting what your troop is worth. Your base tier stuff. Some would maliciously say maybe this is the counter to the firewall, and quite frankly, it could be. I don't know. It would have that effect to dig a little deeper into the lower tiers that are built up by basic research that can be done for free. This allows a coiner to dig through somebody building a lot of troops to kill a coiner. So this might be the response. I don't know if it's a response or not. They could add this in planning forever. Doesn't look like they put a lot of thought into it, but the works for me. I've already got some strategies in mind of what I'm going to do to mix and match, and what to focus on with a March blend. Okay, so if I'm bringing cavalry into my march to take down, especially if I'm going to do a castle on castle attack, this will be a good thing. So pay attention to this screen, guys. The troop skill is going to be very important. Other than that, minor adjustments to the game. Get in there, get your pirate stuff done this week, guys, because it's 50% event for all your farms, if that's what you're worried about. As you can see, I already got 700 of whatever my pirate hats are. But some of this stuff's a little expensive because they slammed the upgrades back to back to back to back to back. But I have 700 remaining after doing some upgrades. I'm now up 15-20% above what I was just a week ago. So this dropped at a good time. See, like, one of the cheap deals right now in here is going to be the enchanted airship parts. I unfortunately am done with that. I just got done with that. And I'm almost done with celestial gemstones, which is not a good deal this time. I'd almost want to wait for the next 50% event, hoping that would drop before things. I am done with the illumination guard, which is another good one. So if you're looking for your best stats, they're going to be in the illumination and the enchanted airship parts for your things. So focus all your stuff on that. I will tell you, pay attention to things like what you don't have 3 of. All right, you see, it's going to take me 1,000 hats here to buy a sword, dragon sword scroll. I'm going to tell you why I'm paying attention to that. Oh, wrong screen. Armory. I'm +1 on that right now. If I go to enhancement, okay, I can +3 this one. I can only go +2 there. Gear's coming. All right, and you know you're going to need 3 scrolls to get where you're going to go. So this is a lot. This represents a long time of spending. I mean, gear's been out for 5 months. So I know that if I want to upgrade when the next piece of gear drops, you know, and you know, you usually get a little better luck in drop when you spend the first week. So on gears, one of the ones where I go out and I'll buy a bunch of bottles that first week and at least get the next set of gear going. But I won't be able to do that if I don't +3 this now. So out of this event, if you're a coiner, the other stuff may seem better, but you could wind up locking your sword up if you haven't been spending a couple $100 in the treasure hunts for sword scripts. All right, so pay attention to that. And usually the helm is a locked up piece, but I got lots of scripts for that. So as you can see, I got upgrades waiting for this event. I'll get some of my bottles back. I'll get some more bottles out of this thing when I upgrade a couple pieces here. And I think today's gem day. I did all my gems. And I don't believe I got anything more to give the any of that. Yep, it's all done. So we're getting up there on our stats. So I've got 2 places to upgrade now. COAs just came out. I don't have any of those started. And I'm almost done with my guard weapons. So I'm done with that, I haven't started my COAs, but I'm sorry, I am done with my guard weapons. Okay, all done there. Just waiting to do some upgrades. And I got lots of stuff to do upgrades with, which will be nice big, those are great big stat jumps once we start getting and upgrading. I'm just waiting for the guard weapon day. And I'll have lots of, I'm going to get my one more hat. I'm going to get my one more sword. You watch, they'll watch this video and they'll make it +4 to do the next gear upgrade just to be dicks. And everybody's going to bitch about that one if they try it. Because getting 4 of those scripts is very, very, very hard. Like I said, it's been almost 6-7 months. I don't have my second script done. I just got the second script this week, so I'm going to have to buy one out of this event so that I don't get upgrade locked. I don't want to get locked on my upgrades. So there's that. So pay attention to what we're doing. If you're wanting to move around, I don't know why you would before the, merger talks is done, the event comes in. We just did the survey on what we thought of the mergers. I already know what the people who got in the Discord room to whine, bitch, and moan before it even happened brought the same whine, bitches, and moans. It was too much work. I had the opposing YouTubers out there who just really thought that they were going to have a monopoly on this because I don't normally join a PTR. So when I ran 20 hours of live during the week to show what was going on, they were unhappy. But I don't care. I am going to cut some video out of that stuff. Dark Mystic, a maxed out castle, did hit the firewall, and I did win. I wish to God we could pull those up into my main castle, but I do have video of it. I got video of the report. Like I said, I undid my stuff and let it, jumped away from the territories and let everybody hit me that wanted to feel big, and then most people lost their marches. And I was so proud that Dark Mystic lost his first march. He didn't lose any of the other ones, just the first one. So it gives me some data to go refine the firewall with. I want to be in that realm to where a C42 can take 2 to 3 hits from a maxed out C45. That's realistic. I'm not, can an average spender stay in there? The answer is yes. Can an average spender hold a tower? Yes. But I can tell you from the test realm, the average player is scared to death to lose troops they don't even get to keep. They gave us 40,000 troop training speed ups in the test realm. No one wanted to risk their neck and try stuff. I don't understand the concept. I got 40,000 free speed ups to go out there and let people hit me and test. And I got good data out of it. I like the test realm. I probably might go do more. It saved me some money. It literally saved me about $800 in testing. So I was happy with the testing. I was happy with the event. You just can't let trolls be in charge because they don't care about anything. It's chaos is what they strive for. Making a deal with their buddy in another kingdom's what they strive for. You've got to put a team player in charge of your team. That's the big weakness I saw in the test realm. Was not the glitches or anything else. It was team players not taking charge of their teams. Not recognize that somebody wasn't being a team player. Get him away from any leadership and any ownership. Just move him away. You had 250 people there. Why were we listening to 3 people yell and bitch and tell others to go do stuff? I don't know. I really wouldn't have cared had there been an honest and clear direction. Go watch the videos. There just was, I mention it, I think in every single live dozens of times. Someone just barking an order that just sounds so general. Go build a tower. Where? Somebody has to be in charge of the map. So get yourself prepared for that event. It's coming. I don't think for a second, they put the question in there, is like, does the 7 weeks bother you? It bothered lazy people. Okay. It bothered people who wanted to come in there with their pre-built castle already set up to go whip some ass and not give anybody a chance that works hard every day to get caught up and built up. So I know who it bothered. I know why it bothered him. You know, you can't just be a coiner. You got to be a player. And hoorah for the players. I wasn't the only C42 that took some, Lucas hit Strickland, I think it was his name, 4 times before he got a fire started. I mean, that's $1,000 worth of marches. Bye-bye. You know, and he's on the defense. His stuff is going in the hospitals and the sanctuary. But it's a no-loss event. At least that event was. So if this is going to wind up being a no-loss event, I would say make sure your cashews are inside of a cup, prepared to wear the cup. Find a helmet, put the helmet on. We're going to war, boys. Yeah, this is going to be a good thing. Thank you very much.